That's what she basically said.
You believe that?
What?
That
No, what I'm saying is what she pled guilty to. They were saying they knew that election wasn't rigged, and they kept on putting it out there. The thing that they're alleging is that it reached a criminal level, and that's what is really on trial here. Were they putting bullshit out there? Of course they were. Everybody knows the election wasn't rigged.
Okay. I don't think someone believe it.
He's kicking up dust. We'll see.
Yeah, she definitely had a Karen cry. Yeah. She was crying like a real Karen on there.
Yeah, she pleaded guilty to one felony count of aiding and abetting false statements and writings.
And when watch is going to be a misdemeanor, watch.
I mean, that's very possible.
How can it be a misdemeanor if she pled guilty to the felony?
Well, she's going to plead guilty, but they're going to reduce it. So when it's all said and done, it comes to sentencing. They'll knock it down to a misdemeanor, so she won't be disbarred.
But the DA they got to have agreement to that, though.
Yeah, they're going to have an agreement.
Yeah, I don't.
They're going to have an agreement. They're not taking it.
That's going to be based on what she gives up. She got to give us some good stuff to get a misdemeanor, though. She got to really give us some stuff. And the reality of it is, she knows they got her dead to right. She knows she can't go to trial on it. She can't go to trial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of you guys ain't going to be able to go to trial on this stuff, and they know it. You know what I mean? Millennial says, as long as they show the crime repeat, I'll be happy. Yeah, they need to repeat that crime like Stephen A. repeats the cowgirl crying. That'll be phenomenal. Just keep running that junk on rotation.
Of course they won't do that, though. It'll be after this week. Won't see her again.
Those two ninjas who threatened the two black women better start pleading. Yeah. Oh, it's coming. Oh, these plea deals. I think very few of them will actually make it to trial. Very few of them. You know, especially now they're not going to get the option of taking it to federal court, which is what a lot of them are trying to do, was get it taken to federal court, and that's getting knocked down. So most of them have pulled that plea away, you know, to include 45. So you know.
Do you believe that that all of them that's actually taking a plea deal are actually giving evidence against the big fish that they're trying to get?
Well, they're laying the groundwork for the fact that everybody involved is saying we knew it was bullshit, we knew it was bullshit, we knew it was bullshit. So when they put Trump up and he says, no, we didn't know it was bullshit, they're going to have 15 people that were around him, people that he put in place, saying the exact opposite. That's what they're trying to do. And that's pretty much an easy win as far as getting a plea deal for just saying that.
Get in.
Believe me, they'd be beating their chest if there was somebody who had a smoking gun. Now
they don't want to show their hand too early. Why would you show your hand?
They're not going to show it. They're not.
Especially against that guy.
Yeah, they're not going to show their hand too early. But I guarantee you he's concerned about what's being talked about. I bet you he's concerned.
He won't show it, though, of course.
No, it'll affect his rallies.
Now, when Trump needs to start shitting bricks is when Giuliani, he takes a plea. That's when Trump's going to shit bricks, because Trump was insulated by that. He had a lot of people do his dirty work for him. If Giuliani flips, Trump's fucked. That's how it's going to go. It's got to be somebody like Giuliani. It's not going to be a lawyer that probably only saw Trump in a room. Trump never ever spoke to him. They're saving their livelihoods now.
Giuliani better get a food tester for all his food. Giuliani.
Okay, was that dude Epstein? He might end up like Epstein.
Giuliani gonna turn up like Epstein. He better get a food tester, everything.
So do you think that the what you call it, what things you was talking about, the death threats and everything that's coming up against some of the House Republicans because of the MAGA monster that they created, do you think that's something that could come against these folks that's actually playing out? Getting death threats, intimidation, family members being called out by strangers, and
I don't think it's going to affect. I think it reflects badly on who votes for Trump. But I think what's going to end up happening is those people. See, anybody can enter a plea deal until an actual trial comes around. You can think they're going to be a good witness or a good testimony, but a lot of times when they give plea deals to people and the person doesn't come across well on the stand, they're useless. It actually hurts their case more than it helps it. Because because the first thing a lawyer is going to ask them, did you receive any kind of a plea deal in exchange for your testimony here today? And they're going to have to respond truthfully. Yes, I did. They said, well, what did you get? Well, they're going to put me in a misdemeanor instead of a felony where I would lose my law degree. Or he's going to say, did you in fact do this because you didn't want a felony that would get you disbarred? Yes. And what is the jury going to look at that as? Boom. So like I said, hopefully they have it, they get their conviction, but as it stands now, I just can't see it. Unless somebody like Giuliano's level, the people he was telling to do the dirt, if he did dirt, those are the ones who are going to have to flip for him to really get stuck.
So somebody say, like with this lady, if he actually didn't give her a direct request to do something, you're saying that she's probably not, her testimony probably is not going to be that strong against him.
Nah, you're going to get somebody that they might have a fall guy set up that was doing all the talking, doing all the walking, doing everything. That's the person that's going to have to get paid well, or he'll end up swinging from a cell, you know? It'll take his shoelaces.
I'm trying to pull that thing up that you sent, Angelo.
Which part? What is that?
The death threats and everything that the House Republicans that are actually getting.
Yeah, a lot of them getting death threats. Like I said, one Republican member's wife is sleeping with her gun because of the threats. But you know, hey man, this is what they asked for. You know, where tell Trump to see one of his security team around there. Wait on that jump. You know what I mean? These folks, there's no sympathy for them, man. They're getting exactly what they deserve. You know?
That's what I want to get.
They getting exactly, absolutely. They kept spitting this ridiculous, ignorant rhetoric. You know, just like that Marjorie Taylor crazy woman. You know what I mean? She still believes this junk. You know, these folks believe some of this nonsense, man. This dude literally really created a cult mentality. You know,
I think what he did was allow people to say how they really feel. Those nuts have always existed. The ones that marched, you know, January 6 people, those people existed. I think Trump made them comfortable to the point where they came out.
Well, they definitely came out, but some of the stuff they're saying
out the closet
to say the election was rigged. Some of the things that they're backing with no proof, with no nothing. They just doing it because this is what he said.
And this is my knock on the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. They've been doing that for years, just like with President Obama. He's not he's not even American. He's never shown his birth certificate. You know.
They ran with it. And they run with it.
It's the same type. They're pandering for that trailer park vote or the mountain vote or the, you know, factory worker vote. That's what they're pandering for, and they're getting it from that, you know.
He did.
Or the niggas for Trump.
Hey, do some research on those arrests and charges for the folks that stormed the Capitol and see where that's at now. I mean, we talked about that about a couple months ago.
They've handed out two of the more harsh sentences here recently. One dude got I don't remember what it was, but he got the worst of all the sentences so far. I'm sure number one knows exactly what it is, but some folks didn't get much of anything, but they have handed out.
That's what pissed me off. If you look at what those people did, and they were getting slapped on the wrist.
Yeah, a lot of slaps on the wrist.
A lot of slaps on the wrist. Because a lot of those
for treason
were professional people. That wasn't a trailer park dumping out.
Correct.
Yeah, that was people who flew up in private planes.
Correct.
And, you know, and the conspiracies there. And that's the thing I'm waiting to see. And I think everybody's being delicate about it and not calling it out. But if Biden wanted to impress me, make sure all those charges that should be brought are brought. Because you can't tell me with all the imaging technology they have today, they're only coming up with a minuscule number of the people that were actually involved in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that.
Believe me, if those faces were black, it'd be 100%.
Boy, what you talking about? And already
you'd be fucked up if you look like somebody that was up there.
And sentenced already.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got to call a spade on that one.
So a lot got prison time, one 18 years, one 19 years. You know.
But you got to look at it. If you ever go,
Now, is that prison time? Number one, maybe you can. Is that prison time actually prison time?
Oh,
or
that's
is it
prison
actually a
time.
sentence?
That's federal
Yeah,
time.
they got federal time.
yeah, that's
federal
federal time. Yeah, you sitting for 19.
17 and a half. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
but now what kind of prison they go to?
Yeah, that's what's that. That's
well,
something they
we
should
know.
do follow
Yeah.
up on.
Yeah,
too.
all
yeah,
know the
that might be interesting.
Treason to the government. They should be going to Leavenworth.
That's where they should be going, but they're gonna probably go to some nice little white collar.
Yeah, somewhere in Oklahoma, something like that.
Talladega, Alabama.
Yeah, they're gonna go somewhere.
That's a country club in Talladega, Alabama.
Yeah, I heard about that one. All right, man. Well, listen, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about this this new dating thing that's happening out here right now, where women won't go on first dates. I think it's a bunch of bull, but yeah, we'll be right back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a cop.
All right, people, we back, man. We back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a cop.
I hope somebody will actually call in on this one, especially some women. I hope y'all call in on this one. Recently, there has been 404-500-1605. Recently, this video went viral. Young lady went out on a date with this guy, and she went live right as he pulled up to the restaurant. Well, he pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory, and she was talking about how fine she was, and no way she should be going to Cheesecake Factory and all that type of stuff. On the first date, this should not happen. She should be going someplace different. And now they've come out with a list. Supposedly they've done a poll. I don't know what women they polled, but they sure enough wasn't 35, 40 and up. Those just trying to eat. They ain't caring where it's at. But did a poll, and these women put up a list of places or things that they don't want to do on a first date. Dwayne, go ahead and put that list up.
He got it up.
Oh, he got it up. He got it up. And of course, I don't care what type of glasses I had, I wouldn't be able to see that. But list included certain restaurants. Let me see if I can't get to it in here where I can see it. There it goes.
That's the MJ. That's the MJ I was referring
That's
to.
MJ. Okay,
Yeah, you seasoned now, so it's different. You know what I mean?
Oh, now I be hunting them, boy. It's like big
We good?
game hunting.
All right,
y'all-
y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was
back.
asking about.
We back.
But that's different. 2-piece snack. And a strawberry soda.
He said strawberry.
All right, y'all. So we back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's a cop.
And yeah, man, we're talking about this first date. Well, okay, yeah, we back. Here we go. Yeah, we're talking about first dates that today's woman, I'm going to assume, does not want to go to.
Or maybe
things
like
that they don't
50
wanna
said,
do.
today's young woman.
Yeah, we should say young woman because
Yeah. So I don't think y'all heard the list. So I'm gonna go over the list again. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, which was, man, I
eat that.
love going to Applebee's. Man, I could take you out for $20.
I hate Applebee's.
Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, restaurant, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, any place that has a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, as in movie night at the house, Netflix and chill, Hulu and all that. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, a hookah bar, a bar for just drinks, Waffle House, and sports events.
I think they must went to the heavyweight.
So again, now we're talking about young MJ. We're talking about 25 to 35 MJ. You know, would you? Oh Lord, You know everybody knows. Put your hand over the mic that you about to say something crazy. So,
Oh no, I won't say
know,
that out loud.
back in those days, man, would you have taken somebody to one of these places?
Oh, a lot of them, and still do. I mean, I date in a wide range of age groups, so I don't see some of those ones like Applebee's. 'Cause I just like good food, nah. But Olive Garden, yes. Ice cream, yes. If you go out to dinner, and if you go to like an earlier dinner, you might catch, ice cream spot. Going to the park, going to somewhere for drinks. That's what you typically do, because that's when you get to know somebody. You go to a quiet spot and have some drinks.
So now, more distinguished, doing, retired, living life real good right now. You met somebody tomorrow and decided to take her out on Saturday. Would it be any of these places, or what type of place would you take?
No, I would probably go to, there's a couple spots. I'm not going to give them free ink, but there's a couple spots off Monroe by Grady Stadium, that little Italian spot that's over there. Good spot, superb mussels, bottle of wine, chill. Then after that, I would say, hey, let's go grab some ice cream. And as far as going to the crib, I don't do that because I got to really like you for you to come to my house. I just don't, I don't let anybody come to my house.
Good to go? Okay, so I don't know if people heard that. Young MJ, 25 to 35.
Young MJ?
Yeah.
When I was
any
young,
of these places?
it was two-piece Church's snack, and if I like a strawberry soda. That's when I was,
You got a surprise at least, because I remember the two pieces.
I really
that was
liked it. I got
$1.90.
a
That was
five.
like $1.99 back then.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But now you're saying you would, take her someplace nice.
Yeah, I mean, because I like to eat, man. I like good food. So I'm not going to take anybody someplace where I wouldn't eat, and I don't eat at Applebee's. I don't eat at Bennigan's or any of those. The only one at Olive Garden, everybody eats Olive Garden. I like Olive Garden. But some of them places, I wouldn't eat. Ice cream, that's a full go on a date. If I like you, you get ice cream. So if you got good ice cream,
He said if I like you, get ice cream.
Would you take a woman to a sporting event?
Dude, no. She would have to really be into sports, because nothing's worse. You know what I'm talking about. You go to a game and somebody asks a stupid question. You got to really like, if whatever the sport, I don't care if it's a basketball, the Hawks game. I'm not a Falcons fan, but I go to the game because I live here. But like I go to Eagles game. My daughter, she likes the Eagles, so we had a good time. But I'm not gonna take somebody that doesn't like football to drop $300-400 on a ticket. For what? For you to sit up there and ask me what they doing? Nah. So some things you wouldn't do, but like dating, to me, I'm gonna ask a lady what she likes, and through our conversations leading up to that, I kind of know what she likes. So I'm gonna try to tailor a date that makes her feel special.
Okay. All right.
She said, who came up with this list?
Exactly.
A bunch of young ladies came up with it, of places they won't go on a first date. And I can't imagine, man. You told me we couldn't go on the first date, man. You think I would still take you on it? The date would be officially over at that point. It'd be over. Okay.
It depends.
That's what I was
Just
going to
making
ask
the
you,
style.
MJ.
We're going exactly where she wants to go.
If you talked to her and found out what she liked, and then you took her to what you thought that she would like, and she sat in the car and said, "I can't believe you brought me here," what would you do then?
What I do?
Yeah.
Well, so hold on, cowboy. I wouldn't be rude. I'm never rude, but I was like, you said you like, so I'm taking you to an Italian spot. And then she says, well, no, okay, no problem. I can take you home. I just tell her, okay, we can go home. That's no problem. I'll take her home. I'm not gonna let you browbeat me and 'cause to me, I would rather she waited to afterwards and told me she really didn't like that restaurant. But to me, if somebody's taking you somewhere, obviously they like it. And if she was insulting like that, I wouldn't want to deal with it anyway. Unless. It depends how close. No, I'm just playing.
I
Young Angelo.
mean, I just can't imagine somebody saying that, number one. But number two, I wouldn't take them, man. I mean, the date literally, it wouldn't be a date. It wouldn't be a date. I mean, I think all those places are great first dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Especially the younger. Yeah.
yeah, I think all those are great first dates. I mean, if I had to like you to take it to Olive Garden.
Hey, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, man. Especially back then, Red Lobster. Red Lobster now it's kind of,
yeah.
But back then, man, if I take it to Olive Garden, man, we were, you know, man, you was all right with me.
Hey,
but
mine was Cheesecake Factory. If I take you to Cheesecake
that's
Factory,
another one.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We've already shared DNA.
Cafe in the mezzo.
I've probably
shit like
used.
that.
Look, I've probably used her bathroom and everything for you to get Cheesecake Factory.
But you know, see, these are the women who, in my humble opinion, are the ones who, you know, are, if you either you selling them a dream initially anyway, you know what I mean? Because you got some guys who come out there talking about, you know, oh baby, I'm gonna buy you the world, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Then yeah, you pull up at Cheesecake Factory, she probably like, shoot, this don't look like the world to me. You know what I mean? But although I think Cheesecake Factory is a pretty cool place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I ain't taking nobody to the house. Like you said, it had to be DNA spread at that. You know what I mean? I'm not taking you. I'm not taking you. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like there's no way, man. But a young Angelo wasn't doing all that anyway. You know, I'll just leave it at that.
Like I said, a young JT, and when I say young, I ain't talking about 20. I'm talking about probably 10 years ago. This was, you know, they call it Netflix and chill now, but Netflix wasn't out then, so I had DVD.
Blockbuster and chill.
I had DVD. Actually, I purchased mine. I didn't do too much Blockbuster. All my movies was purchased. So if you want to look at it again, you could, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was, you know, take a look at these movies and see what you like while I go finish up this meal that I just prepared, and you know, after that you can go home. You know,
That's kind of suave though, JT. I mean,
That's
most
what it
guys,
was.
when you cooking for a lady, they kind of like that too, though. You know what I mean?
there was a method to the madness.
Yeah, they kind of like that. You know,
There's a method to the madness. you
Angela
know.
wasn't doing no cooking then either. So.
Yeah, I remember when I used to have
No
a
cooking.
condo downtown to be there, and then when she's thinking, oh, he gonna make a move. Then you take her to Cafe in the Mezzo, and she said, oh, he's such a gentleman. I said, well, if you want to go back, and that's how you end up back. I don't lead, you know, you don't lead with it right off the bat, you know. But I think cooking's a good move. But yeah, like when you're younger, that's when you know, some of us had high body counsel, and you know, I wasn't that nice back then, so in my 20s.
See, I wouldn't pay attention to anyone that had that stupid stance that every Instagram wet and wavy model use as a pose. That's a horrible stance too.
Yeah, it really is.
Nothing is attractive about that stance.
I don't know. When they made this list, they could have at least put, yeah. But look, you said
Yeah, Uncle Shay Ocho, that was hilarious. Go ahead.
You said a lot though when you said that, you know, these guys be out here selling these dreams.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, alcohol will kind of make you say some crazy things in your lines talking to a woman. Then you wake up sober and realize, or don't realize what you said until, like you said, she pull up cheesecake. She said, "No, this don't look like the world to me."
He said, if this conversation didn't hit within the first 20 minutes, we might wait at Dairy Queen and get them kerosene burgers.
Crystals, order anything you like.
You hear what Uncle Shay said when he was the first dating? We just started dating. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. We'll go to this lobster. Yeah, we talked about that off air.
Yeah.
Number one, we just finna laugh about that right off air. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Condoms going with this. Yeah, man.
But it is back in the day though, when you spend a certain amount of money, if it got past that threshold, everybody. But see, then even women back then, you know,
They knew
what it
understood.
was. Yeah. So.
You always had the family box of minute rice.
Yeah, well, yes, that was my version of cooking. I've told y'all that though. Hey, I could cook mean rice and my little chicken stuff. You know what I mean? Mix that junk up. That was a meal, but that was for me. I wasn't even sharing that with her. Shoot, what am I gonna eat the next day? Shoot, man. No, man, you know. I ain't mind if she cooked. So. But yeah, I didn't do all that. I didn't do all the expensive dating, man.
No.
Nah, especially when I was younger, man. What? Oof.
No. Yeah, now it's different though. Now you know.
I'm
gonna enjoy a meal. I can't stand a bad meal.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because, like I said, you're in the single realm, so you can go out there and enjoy those meals and you know the age range, you know, that you could date in or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just think the list is crazy. I just think if you already established that junk that early and you still choose to date her or take her out, then you should know what the expectations are at that point. You know what I mean? Because now it's been set. I'm just saying, I think when you dating early, set the expectation of, you know, don't be in this non-reality thing. But again, if you selling dreams, which is what a lot of guys do, sell these dreams, and that's something that young Angelo never did. I was never going to tell you all that BS. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it real. We're going to have a good conversation, you know, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? But buy you the world, and you don't have to work all that job. Man, you don't have to work, man. What? No, you keep that job. You know, what are you talking about? Why you tell somebody you don't have to work? Oh, you don't have to work no more. Yeah, no, man, we dating. So I just think it's unrealistic. Unrealistic. Wally Cleve always took dates to ice cream parlor. Yeah, best spot. Ice cream parlor. I'm just shocked about the Cheesecake Factory, man. I'm just really shocked that she didn't get the coffee with Cheesecake Factory.
Everybody likes desserts.
And the coffee, the coffee places, you know, Starbucks and the coffee.
They didn't have those back then.
Man, when I
Cafe and Mezzo was a spot.
When I messed around and discovered that was a gym.
A restaurant by Black Eyed Peas back in the day.
That was a gym, bro. Yeah. I go sit in the coffee spot with a book and just wait. It happens.
Well, the Spaghetti Factory used to be off of. That
Spaghetti Factory.
Hey, that used to be the bomb, boy. I used to love going there.
Oh, Maggiano's, you stepping up a little bit with the mussels and the bread. Oh my God, boy.
See, she wouldn't accept that. That chick there, she not gonna take a buy one get one free deal. Crazy.
I used to just double up on the appetizer mussels and just tell them to keep bringing the bread out there. That'll be my meal. Oh my God.
So those meals are ridiculous in price. My wife and I have been to restaurants. We're trying to figure out how they charge $35 for the same Purdue chicken we all buying from Kroger's. Yeah, man. I would never a park person. I'm not. You know, people want to walk in the park.
I love the park. I love taking.
Y'all see me trying to swat this one little bug that's been bothering me for the last 15 minutes.
Hey,
imagine me in the park, man. I'd be miserable. This one bug is getting on my last nerve. I want to kill him so bad.
I know.
I'm not going no park.
Times too. Yeah.
I stood outside the doctor's office. They got bitten. I got bit already. Man, I was outside for 2 minutes. Now, I ain't going to the park. We're not taking walks in the park. It's cool. It's cute, but I ain't doing it.
I like the park. You just know the right spots in the park. Let a blanket out and.
Yes, I ain't doing all that.
Good.
Not while the sun is out.
Too many bugs for me, man. I go crazy.
Yeah, I like the parks at this time of year when it's fall. And the bugs are not crazy, and you can go later in the evening, right there at sunset. That's not bad, but being out in the park in the middle of the day is not a good date if it's 97 degrees. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Have any of you ever, in your younger selves, went on a date and realized what was on the menu, or took her to wherever she said she wanted to go? And get there and realize what was on the menu, and you ordered smaller so that you could afford what she was ordering?
I've always.
That's what sent me to the house. That happened to me. That's what sent me to the house.
Back then, it's pretty much you were dating for the, well,
See, and maybe that's the problem, because when I was younger, man, I was so not looking for a relationship. So me trying to do all that,
it's more like a setup.
I was so not looking for a relationship. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well,
back then, I think what's happening with our culture too, it's like, and I may be wrong, but I think we all knew the value of money more. So a chick wouldn't even expect you to take her to some place.
I didn't have any money back. You know what I mean? I had nothing to value it. And I started making some money. Even on the police department, man, I'm working all them extra jobs and all that stuff. Man, I used to just work so doggone much.
Well, see, I worked a lot like, some of the restaurants. So you go in there and they wouldn't know, but you got that hookup. Yeah, they just said, hey, man, just throw something for the waitress,
At this age.
Going on a ferry ride. Who could afford a ferry ride back then? I could, a ferry ride. What?
Yeah, so you talking about stuff like that. Like I said, DNA has been shared. Yeah.
Talking about Starlight Driving.
That was a great date.
Yeah, that was a great date.
Starlight's still a good date.
At this age, the
around.
Parkers grabbing a meal at Waffle House right before lunchtime, but rather the breakfast rush, and the cookies on his third cigarette. Now that's a date, yeah, no doubt.
And then you could think, 112 at Disco Kroger, everybody go to
Ice
Waffle
skating.
House.
Yeah, I
And
say
that's your just to set up.
don't
for the
see
kids.
ice skating on the list, so that must be a pretty good one. Or didn't see
They
roller,
probably
see roller skating.
You
up
got
there
to think
neither.
about the race of them folk. Them folk ain't going ice skating.
Yeah, and again, this is a younger generation. I think this is a list was made from a younger list of females.
These are unrealistic people.
They don't skate.
These are unrealistic people.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. They unrealistic.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're gonna translate. Well, yeah, you got that. You got a lot of stuff that you can go with the top 5 off of this one. So, top 5, sir. What you got?
Oh, you think I should go with one off of this?
I mean, we talked about a lot tonight, so there's a lot to go off of.
Your top 5 kill spots. Yeah, no, not kill spot, but a top
What?
5 spot that your go-to spot. No,
There you go. It's covering up the mic.
um,
We're gonna have to do a show on that.
What's
we
a
have,
better
we
way to
have,
say
we
it?
have to get us some female guests and do a show on that in regards to
Yeah, we should.
date spots.
Some young females that's still dating.
Yeah, I think that would.
I-
Good point. I think that would be a good show.
Hey, let me ask this question real quick. Did we do plays, Broadway plays yet? Have we done that?
No, because I don't.
Benjamin, no? All right. Number 1 gave it last week. You said no? All right. Top 5. I'm going to go to one she brought last week. Top 5 Broadway stage plays.
That you've
actually
either
seen
been to or
Been-
you actually want to go to.
Either one. Been to or want to go to.
I would say the ones I've gone to is Nutcracker, Cats, Haley, Dance Troupe, what's the one with the just on the tip of my tongue, the dude, the black guy that had the not George Jefferson. My sister took me, I can't even think of the name.
Sherman Hemsley?
Huh?
Sherman Hemsley?
Yeah. That what's that? Dude, what's the play? Anyway, that's about it for me. Well, I thought you said you rely on Tyler Perry. I thought you said Broadway. That's how I was going for Broadway.
It is. What's a Broadway play? What you got, TZ?
Oh,
Tyler Perry made it to Broadway. Which one?
I will go with Raisin in the Sun.
Start off on stage plays.
Of course, The Lion King. Fame. The one that I went to that I thought was the top one that I've ever been to was the Motown Review. That was major. It was really, really nice. And then the one that I want to see now is MJ the Musical. With of course it's about Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's my
That's
5.
five?
Yeah. I think it was, wasn't it 5?
I
Yeah.
thought it was just Broadway, but I would definitely have to say any of Tyler Perry's plays. I don't like his movies, but his plays used to be the shit. Yeah.
All right. Kiki said she hasn't been to one, but she wants to see The Lion King. Elena said Wicked, The Wiz. That's one of mine.
Yes.
Dreamgirls,
another
Lion
great one.
King, and Hamilton. Number 1 got
Hamilton, that's it.
Phantom of the Opera, Othello, Julius Caesar with Denzel. Went to go see that one. Come Fly With Me, Frank Sinatra Musical, and Jersey Boys. Honorable mention, Fences. Ben said Rent is long. Rent. The play is long. Next in play. You put that comma behind it.
Right, rent is long.
So I also have Julius Caesar, Denzel, The Wiz, Color Purple, Othello, and the Michael Jackson Review was super dope. Tyler Perry, I Can Do Bad All By Myself, was his first play. Stage play wise, I enjoyed the double out of that one. Raising the Sun is definitely right there.
Yeah.
With all the greats. You didn't like that one? I thought it was decent.
I thought Diddy did good.
I thought it was decent. I thought it was a decent play. I
don't know about the play, but the movie was pretty good.
Taps and Jesus Christ Superstar. Oh yeah, and Cats. Man, stop talking about Beyonce, man. Be good, boy. That girl
movie?
Good.
What was that? Cadillac Records?
Yeah.
Well, she killed Cadillac Records. You tripping now. She killed Cadillac Records. What was that doggone one? The girl from Belly was in the movie. I cannot think of it. It's an Italian thing. It used to be a play, and they made it into a movie. Brooklyn Boys or something.
Not Jersey Boys. Jersey Boys was good
It's
too.
the one where my man, when he put it in the guy told us, said, listen, when you put her in your car, you know she's a good one if she reaches over and unlocks your door for you. Mm-hmm. I cannot think of that movie.
Oh, yeah. That dude played Benson, did Phantom of the Opera. Alvin Haley. All right, Glenn, I wonder if you're going to give me one. That's a good one to have. I know what you're talking about, too.
Yeah, I cannot. It was a play before, and they made it into a movie.
Made to a movie, a gangster-style movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And is that what you're talking about? I still live by that motto, too.
I was just here to say, man, they had me
I live by that motto.
putting folks in the car standing in the
If
back.
you open that door for me, you a G.
And the thing is,
you
you don't have to reach over no more. Just hit the unlock button.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even use the alarm. I would go and I wouldn't use the keyless entry. I would go and unlock it with the key just to see if you would hit.
I wonder how many of them women copy that. I bet them women would do that, John, who talking about they can't go to a restaurant. But if you open the door for them, would they open the door for you?
They can't even reach over there.
Would they reach? Yeah, I bet you none of them would do it. That's a G who do that.
Shoot, I used to have a rule: if we ain't coming up to the car on your side of the car, you gotta open up the door yourself.
That's a first date. Is that's just the first date rule? Open the door for your woman. Hey. Is that the first date rule?
If
I still do it. I just like doing it. I think it's
man.
Oh, that's The Hard Knock Life. That's Annie.
Annie. Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All right, man. Good to wrap this thing up. But I do
And the record time.
I do think we need to get us females up here and have a show about dates and dating and that type of deal. I think that'll be pretty dope. Have one with some young women, then have one with some older women to see the differences.
He said my mom opened the door for me when I was young.
I think that would
Was she
be,
teach you something, Glenn, or what was that about? Now, that would be good.
Kiki says she can never open doors because she's such a princess. MJ, what you got, bro?
Hey, it's been a good couple weeks, back on the grind now. A lot of officers have been sending me different clips, and so I think I'm going to start incorporating that into the Ask a Cop aspect of it.
Nice.
But people, when you're out here dealing with police officers, make sure there's such a thing as being dead wrong. If you think something's going wrong and not right, ask to speak for a supervisor and remind a police officer that ask him, hey, is your recorder on? That'll bring him back to reality because he realizes everything he's saying is being taped. But if you're not feeling comfortable, make sure you ask for a supervisor if something's going wrong, and you'll be informed by the supervisor when it gets there. No, the officer follow protocol, or it may launch an investigation with somebody that needs to be taken off the street. Good officers don't mind you filing a complaint because they know what they did is right. That's all I got.
Hey, man, it's almost that time. Voting season. You're not ready to vote, man. Get ready to vote. It's that time. A lot of elections starting to go on. Remember the motto: vote locally, think globally. Vote locally, think globally. That's all I got, Teasy. Dion, watch back on next week.
I used to open doors just out of habit. It got me in trouble. Oh, we're gonna get that story from you one of these days, Kiki. Glenn said that it was a lesson of how to treat women when his mom was opening up the door for him. Okay.
Respect.
Good stuff. Man, ATL's hottest, man, make sure that y'all go in there and vote for Classic Konversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Ask a Cop.
Also, while you're in there, you can vote for me and my wife as ATL's hottest power couple, James Thompson, Kaya Thompson. You can also vote for me as ATL's hottest online personality. And I think I have one more. Top Play in Atlanta, which is the Shell of a Man. I'm part of that, so you can do that also. Play in Pittsburgh, God Guys, is selling out. I mean, it's selling. So I'm looking forward to that. Last week, went out with Dr. Cindy. Awesome event.
Oh, yeah, man.
Awesome event. Didn't get the turnout that we expected, but again, it was a man thing. So usually men don't like to come to men things, honestly. And it was about opening up. But I think there was a lot of barriers that was broken there. She tricked me. She got me there and then told me when I got there that I was a keynote speaker. So it was good. What it did for me, though, is I had actually just reached out to someone in regards to writing my first book that I'm writing by myself. That day actually triggered it, and it actually confirmed that it is time for me to tell that story to everybody because I think it's a story that needs to be out. I think that's going to do it, man. I don't have anything else. Classic Konversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Ask a Cop.
And we out. You dig?
Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.